got something new for y'all.
Ooh. Okay. That's a little bit of a banger right there. I like that beat, though.
Yo, we're about to take it back to the Hardwood Knucklehead Show.
How you get down now?
Ooh. I like that.
That's how we gonna get mess the fade out, but hey,
hey, listen, hey, we're excited about that. That's the new. Hey, you got Uncle Snoop on there. Let's go. Okay, yeah.
Shout out to my man DJ Darkside, aka Coach Carlos, my dude. He put that together for us.
Oh,
so
man, that's
salute.
Let's go. I love that one. That's awesome.
We're gonna get the
why not? We gotta do some new things. You know what I mean? From time to time, got some new stuff.
We're gonna get the fade out right next time. Get that right. You know, me over here with the buttons. So what's good, man? It's been a minute. It's been a minute, Joe.
Busy last couple of weeks. I think that the last time we was talking, I think everybody was you guys were gonna head because there was the EYBL, the junior one, the last one. So you guys were going up there because they was playing, Aylan was playing, all that kind of stuff. I wasn't able to go. I was back at home with the kids, and we had some clinics and stuff, whatever. So take us through it there, man. How was the session?
Yo, it was good, man. Like our squad didn't. We went 2-2, so we didn't finish the way we wanted to. Probably gonna end up coming up a game short for nationals, but great experience. But it was funny though. Let me tell you what happened. So we get to the hotel Friday night, right? Get in late. Just take it to bed, right? Get up Saturday morning, and actually, was it Friday night or was it Saturday morning? I think it was Saturday morning, right? Yeah, it was Saturday morning. Get up, go down to breakfast. I open the door and I see this young lady roll past me, and I was like, okay, like not like that. I was like, okay, I think I know her, like right. So then I'm like, she looked familiar. Okay, whatever. So I walk down the hall. I walk past her. She stops at the room, like right by ours. I walk past. I look back, and I'm like, Lex, like, and sure as shit, Lex is in the damn next door down across the hall.
That's crazy.
That was crazy, man.
That's crazy.
So it was good to see Lex. Got to meet her mom and her sister.
Yeah.
OG Pops was there, and so
never miss nothing. Yeah, no, I know they were all excited to head out there to California to go and then watch it and stuff there too. Yes, that's that's awesome.
It was good, man. And then the games were good, man. I don't like, so we played at AIM, right? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
We had been out there previously. I think I played out there with Amari a couple years ago. They have two gyms.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
it's confusing because you don't know what's I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And they had us in the old gym, and I didn't, man, it was hotter than hell up in that gym.
There's not very good circulation in there.
Not
just like
all.
Yeah.
It was hot, bro. I was like,
not really room to sit there too. If I'm remembering the same gym and stuff there too, like the spacing on that is not very, it's not very good. So
coming from here, we had to stop here in Phoenix, and then you go there. It's like
right.
Right.
You're like, what is this? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, a lot of competitive basketball. Like I said, we went 2-2. Zay had a decent weekend. He played hard. Played a couple tough teams. Took some L's. Like I said, I think we're gonna end up short. But on the flip side, it was dope watching Aylan. Aylan was getting to it that weekend. Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is like they were up against it, right? So they knew that they had to basically win out to even have a shot.
Right. So right.
Right. And so man, I got to watch pretty much at least a bit of every one of his games. And he played well, man. You'd have been proud. He really played well. I thought he had some really good moments. I thought he trusted his team well, like just ran the team and like hit guys on when he was open, when they were open, guys were making shots.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was running everything at him, so it was cool. He was just playing though, like so.
Right. Yeah, now that we had, just kind of like what we talked about, like on like after the Arizona one, like how we sat down and we had those hard talks, you know what I mean, and just especially the Arsenal game in particular, just because to me again, like we talked about this before, it wasn't so much from a how you played standpoint, like just getting up and down. I don't care about missing shots and making shots. I don't care about that. Yeah. But it's the attitude and it's the effort in which you play with, and you had none of that. And that was the most alarming, concerning, frustrating. Like, you know what I mean, for me, because it's like that's not who you are. That's not how we like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna go out there and like you're gonna compete every time that you get a chance to play. Like, we're not gonna bullshit. And so, having one of those, I think sometimes you gotta have those moments there with your kids though too. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta make them watch the bad. Right. And then rewind it and make them watch it. Like, no, I need you to watch this because this is what it looks like. You know what I mean? And so it was just trying to have one of those moments. And like, I think his focus was different going into the next one because he sounded just different. Like, he sounded really confident. Mm-hmm. He sounded like he knew that they needed to play well and just do it. And he just like you said, he tried to trust himself and trust his team and just go play and stuff. And so, that was good. But I also really liked it. Like, and again, I mean, you from a coaching standpoint, you got to appreciate this too, is that anytime that your team is up against it, it really kind of tests to see who they are. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were 0-4 and like the last one was like, okay, guys, it's that put up or shut up time that we talked about before. Right. And it was like, and so that part to me was like, that was the part that I liked hearing just from Aylin and just talking to some other people and stuff was that like, was the bounce back. It's how they responded. It's like, it's adversity, right? So, I mean, like kids are always going to go through it, and it's not what you do, it's how you respond to the adversity. It's kind of just like throwing your way. And regardless of what, like them getting to 4-0, that's great. But I think it's more of the response that they had and just being able to kind of just like bounce back that way and stuff. And so that was it. But hey, I will say though too is that I saw some of the clips from Zay that I think Jen had posted up right there too. Dude, man, hey, he had two takes particularly that I was watching. I was just like, okay, that's some high level shit right there. He had one where he was driving left on the baseline and he pro hop, but he split the two defenders. Like, you know what I mean? He turned his body away. Then like he turned his body to where his chest and his shoulders were away from the rim. Only now that once he landed, he had to hop back and he had to reposition himself at the basket. I don't think people realize how hard that is to do, let alone be 13 or, and like be able to do that in a game. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're practicing or doing something like that, that's one thing, but to drive and then to do that is your body's twerking all over the place and stuff, whatever. And like he was able to kind of position himself to where he got through the defenders, landed, and then like he finished, like at the basket. Then the turnaround that he had on the right baseline there too. I was like, damn, like I think I rewound that like 3 or 4 times just to see it. I was like, damn, like because I kept looking, I was like, well, how would you guard that? But because he shot it from such a high release point. And he was fading back right there too. Like, you're not blocking that shot. No. And I don't know if that's something that like he practiced all the time or if he just kind of just like went into, but it was like, but watching it, shit, that was like, you know what I mean? It's going to be really fun watching him play in the next few years. Where like, I mean, we got a chance to see, like Amari play and, and like do his thing. And I think that Zay's probably learned a lot from watching his brother play. I think he's learned a lot from watching his brother play. I think he's learned a lot from having you and Jen as both former collegiate basketball players. Like, you know what I mean? There's just like he seems like that he's soaking some stuff up or whatever. And it's just like, and every time when he goes out there and plays, you're like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's clicking for him. And that's the fun part for me to be able to see is that, I mean, once that happens and like the light bulb comes, there's no more, you don't have to motivate him anymore.
No,
they've got it now because you know what I mean. They get a little success, a little taste of like what's going on for him. Like, oh shit, like let's get back in the gym and let's go do these things. And I just like, but that turnaround was like,
it's funny you said that because there were, I think there was those two moments. That there was another one that he had that I was just like, what is this? But like, yo, and it's not like when I say what is this, it's not like I'm like surprised or like shocked that he could do it. It's just like. When, like you say, like when you see the confidence growing and and then they go out and they just go and they're feeling the game out and they're making plays just off of field. They're not really
right.
anything
Absolutely.
like that.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so the turnaround was crazy because I was like, at first I was like, are you crazy? Like, what you doing, bro?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but at the same time, like you said, like he has watched so much of his brother's games and seen some of his footwork, you know, that I think he goes in the gym, he tries to practice some of that stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it was cool. Like it was just like it was a great shot. Like he was confident the whole way through with that.
Man,
I was
you
like,
could tell. Yeah, just I mean, just the way that he spun back to that left shoulder, and then he shot. I mean, that's a tough. That's such a tough one. But it just looks so. To me, it just like from watching, it just looked natural. That's the part that crazy part about it was that like, wow, like you're making stuff that's real. I mean, like I always kind of think about it like this, like when if I'm watching Aylin play and stuff and doing things, and I'm sure that like you probably had these moments there too, like I'm watching them and I'll just like, and I'm sitting there and I'll watch him do something and I have to think back to like, okay, what was I doing at 13?
Right.
And not could I, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm just like, and could I like at all, like, could I do it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, could I do any of the stuff that like I mean, which is just, it just kind of just shows to where like the evolution of the game, the how faster that kids are picking things up, you know what I mean? They're just, but then also that there too, because of there's such a platform for all this stuff.
Right.
You know, I mean, like you can get film just like that now. I mean, you know, you IG, there's Twitter, there's Facebook. Like, I mean, there's so much stuff to where
the feedback is right there.
Get all this stuff so you know, I mean, so much faster. Where back then, you know, again, I mean, like we've had this conversation before. Like our training, like consisted of, I'd watch WGN and I'd watch what Jordan would do out there and be like, I want to be like Mike, right? You know what I mean? So you just went outside and you did what he did. You didn't understand what he did. You just you only knew that Jordan did this, and it was like, well, shit, if Jordan did it, and I want to be like Jordan. If I just do Jordan moves, then I like, you know what I mean? Like that was how we connected, and not ever like the why. Like, you know what I mean? I never connected the why or the how. It was just like the what. What was that? Let me go do that. You know what I mean? And so just like to be able to watch them is just always like, because I was nowhere near where either of those two kids were at that age.
No.
And if I would have had to play against them as much as I try to act like that, oh yeah, man, I still like no, no, I've got nothing against them. Like, it's hard to say that. It pains me to say that shit, but it's the truth.
It's so funny, man. Like, and it's funny because like you mentioned, like having the conversation with Aylin after Phoenix, and same thing happened for us with with Isaiah after. You know, some of the games in LA, because I think he got frustrated. And again, like I don't want to take shots, like, but he's playing on the team where they were kind of thrown together at the last minute. They gelled as much as they could, but like lack of practice time, lack of all that. Like, you just tell like there were certain situations where, you know, the guys just weren't on the same page, right? Right. There were moments when Isaiah was getting super frustrated, and then that body language, that attitude, that effort, you know, like when you have the ability to just go make a play, even if you don't have the ball in your hands, like go make something happen. Right. But he's getting frustrated by like just external factors, and it's like I get that, but at the same time, like you gotta go get to it. You know what I mean?
Keep it under control right there too.
Yeah. And so you know, it's all experience, man. It's just great experience, and you know, the teams, the coaching, some really good coaching going on at that level, some really good players. Now, I gotta address some stuff. Right? This is our first venture into the EYBL, so I don't want to sound like a mad hater.
Okay, but
and this is not just EYBL. This is like all the circuits, all these different tournaments. At some point, we got to cut with the bullshit. Like, because you got kids out there in the 7th grade that are not 7th grade. Like, bro, like we played against 2 teams that had kids that are like legit 15 years old.
Yeah, 15 or 6. Yeah, right.
Or going on 16.
Yeah, right.
I don't understand that, man. Like it just don't make no sense. Like I know that there was an argument in a game that didn't include us regarding a certain player. And then we had to play them, and apparently, I know that, I don't want to sound like sour grapes. I don't want to sound like that because it's the game, it's whatever.
Right.
But
it is what it is. Right.
it just don't make no sense to me when
Right.
you have a kid that's 15 years old and he's playing in the 7th grade division. Like I was trying to do the math in my head. Like how did this come to be? Like I get maybe you held him back during the COVID year.
Yeah, right. But this means that you held it back again. That means that there's 2 times.
Right, at least.
So
maybe.
what was going on in those couple years or whatever? What did you see or what didn't you see?
Right.
From them that your final choice was, you know what, we're just gonna do it again. And like, you know what I mean? Like, and again, this goes back to that whole, I mean, like, and like we've had this talk, but it's almost like, and again, now that you've seen it again, and now I see, like, it's just you kind of try to look at both sides, right? You try to. And I think that the one part that you said about the COVID thing, I think I'm cool with that, right? You know what I mean? Like, I get that. I think a lot of people did that. I think there was time to be able to do that during COVID. I won't lie. I actually thought about that with Aylin, like during that time. I was like, you know what? If there was going to be a time to do something, we would do it right here because, I mean, like school there was still all of March, all of April, all of May. Like there's still like a considerable amount of school that was going to be left that now it was just put on us to make, like, you know what I mean? It was like, this is not what we signed up for.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like our job, that wasn't what I thought. Like, you know what I mean? And so there was a time when I thought about that, but I thought at that time would have made sense to do it there. You know what I mean?
It was the only time I thought about it. It was the only time.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I think that if you did that, okay, I'll give you that. I mean, that's the same as all the basketball players, or not even basketball players, but the collegiate athletes that all got that year back because of the COVID, because they were, you know what I mean? So I can make that. Okay, that's fine. So that gives you, you know, you want to say that gives you an advantage. Okay, that's fine. I'll get with you on that. Give you a little bit of an advantage. But then to do it again. Yeah. It's almost like, and again, I don't know. And again, I'm not going to speak to this about anything other than just perspective from my side right there, right? So any person listening, this ain't a shot at you or nothing like this. I ain't
trying to shoot at no kid.
I'm curious, like,
what's the thought process?
Is it because that they're not getting the job done?
Right.
Wait, is it because they're not working the way that they should? And this is some type of enabling like mechanism or whatever to, you know what I mean? Like to make them be able to play. And it's like, you know, because at the end of the day, like, you know, even the ones like, and like, I might have an idea about who you're talking to. I mean, talking about, you don't gotta say names. We'll talk post afterwards. Right. Yeah. Is that even with their size and with this or whatever, they're not really doing anything more than just being bigger and more imposing, and they can just get to the rim. Like, still can't shoot. Right. Still can't really handle the ball like supposed. So I'm like, okay, so at some point you're going to have to be able to do that.
You're going to have to face it. You're going to have to face it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that. So you can't keep hiding behind trying to reclass thinking, because it's sooner or later, like you're going to be called upon to have to hit a shot or something like, or like you're going to try out for a team and it's going to come down to that person and they're going to be like, well, you guys both play hard, but this one's like a better shooter. And like, you know what I mean? Like there's going to be things like that go. So it's just like, if that's the thing, then please explain to me like why another year of doing it all over again is the answer. So
yeah, I just, and that was the thing that got me the most is like, you know, in those couple situations when you're watching these kids, you could tell, I mean, talented kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely.
But they're talented because they're playing against kids whose bodies aren't fully developed.
Right.
They're able to just kind of bully kids around. And I was just like, I couldn't believe it just looking at the size of the kids.
Yeah. Right.
Kids in particular. And I'm like, ain't no way.
Right. It's like, you are not 13, bro. You're not.
It's like, how does it make you feel? Like, yeah, you can get all these, you can get buckets, you can bully kids because they're smaller than you to the basket. You can have all these big old emotions after you score.
Right.
But like, again, like you say, you're going to be in high school at some point and you're going to have to play against somebody who's just as big or bigger.
Right.
And right now, you kind of playing to the false success part of it, I think.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't understand it. And my thing about it is, outside of the parents' decisions and all that, I just don't understand it from attorney. Like, if you are the attorney director, and I know, because I've heard these things have come up before on several occasions.
Yes.
I don't understand why the tournament directors they keep allowing it. It's like,
right.
At some point you gotta call a spade a spade. You know what I mean?
Right.
And,
absolutely. Yeah. Fact. No. Right.
And because it's not really benefiting anybody. Like,
no, it's not. Yeah.
I was that was the one, I guess, the drawback from the weekend, because I was like, that's just it wasn't really because we lost. I could care less.
No. Yeah. I don't care about the losing or what. That's fine. It's like, but the way that you're trying to fabricate this success, though, you know what I mean? Like, that's the part to me where it's like, because again, at some point it's going to catch up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whereas like, again, like, it was almost like growing up, it was if you were good enough, you always wanted to try to play up and play higher, because you wanted to see if you can, like, you wanted to see if you were 13, can I play at the 15? You're like, if I am 14, am I good enough to play at 16? Like, like, I know that I played varsity since I was a freshman in like high school. And so I was constantly always going against everybody that was older than me.
Mm-hmm.
They were older, they were stronger, they were faster, they were smarter. Like, it was all that stuff. And it was like, you got to try to figure some things out. Like, that was and I don't know if that's necessarily the old way. I just felt like that was the way, though. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up playing basketball on the weekends against older guys, like, like at open gyms, because that's just how
we did.
I learned getting beat up. Yeah, I learned getting beat up there, and then now it's like we almost have flipped it.
Yeah,
and like, when I say we, I'm not saying us. I'm saying it just seems like that more of a. I don't know if it's a culture or just something or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just. And let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna start talking bullshit. Okay, it's just like. Because it just makes me think about all these things there, right? Like, you think about the trophy generations and like all this kind of stuff or whatever. And again, like, I don't want to say a lot of parents are in that, but there's just like, you remember how it's like everybody needs a trophy, well, then now you're having kids. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to go too much far down the rabbit hole, but it's just like, it just seems like that everything is now flipped to where if you're good enough, you should be playing up.
You should be.
Either at your level or should be playing up. The fact that you're trying to play down to try to show that you can go, like, that's not a surprise that you're able to push these dudes out the way.
No.
Ain't nobody surprised about it. No. And again, if I'm a parent, though, what's the where's the growth that comes from that?
Yeah.
Like, if I was going to, let's say that I did reclass Alan, right? If I did reclass him, I'm still going to have him play up. I would still have him play up there. You know what I mean? Just for this, like, we would use that year as just another training year to get his body right, to work on it, to get better at certain things. Yeah. But you're still going to go through the gauntlet. You're still going to go through the fire.
Right.
For you to just have the year to have it and then play down.
Yeah.
I just feel like I feel like there's a false sense of confidence that's brewing on there. Absolutely. That it's just kind of like, what do you, again, just like we talked about, what's the end game on there?
That's the end game. And on top of that, it is another part of it that the circuits need to figure out. They need to stop letting kids hop between divisions. Because there was another particular team that had a kid play one division on Saturday and then another division on Sunday. I'm like, what?
No,
that's the thing. It's just,
I know. Like, it's just like, if you're going to pride yourself like a something like the EYBL, which again, if you're arguing different circuits, right? You got the Nike EYBL, you got the Under Armour, you got the 3SSB with Adidas, NXT Pros got one. You got all these ones there, right? And they're all in their own right mind trying to make the argument that theirs is better than the other one, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That they just, they all are. This is all this is just a grab to kind of see what kids that like you can get, because inside whether you can say that you're putting on the better product. That's what this is all about, right?
It is.
It's okay. If you're gonna do all that or whatever, well then, like,
bring some legitimacy to it.
Yeah, right. There's got to be some checks and balances with it, because if not, then what it does is this just becomes like these bullshit tournaments. I shouldn't. No, let me take it back.
Yeah.
I shouldn't call them bullshit tournaments. I shouldn't call them that. But these just come to just kind of just like these other tournaments that are just like regional ones or just other ones where like you can just go and play on one team one day and then you can like, you know what I mean? Like that's not what this is supposed to be.
No.
So if that's not what this is supposed to be, then don't allow it. Yeah, right. Yeah, you shouldn't allow it because that's the thing. So I don't.
All in all, good weekend. All in all,
but there's always a couple things like, come on, yeah.
And
you know what's funny there too is that like you'll see it there too, like where and it's the the internet is just it's not a good place to be when things like that is going on, right? Like if they start to highlight a certain kid or this or whatever, what's the first thing when you go to the comments? What's the first thing like?
I be hating.
They're like you're not bullshitting. I was like, man, just what?
Pew, pew, pew.
Free class. Like how old it? Like you know what I mean? And then you'll have one like, oh no, he's right. Like no, he's not. Like and then you just get all this arguments and stuff over there. Just like I don't know. Just everybody wants to troll somebody. There's always got to be a fight. You know what I mean? So it's just it's the same.
Just trying to put my head down. My kid put his head down. Put the work in. Get back.
And again, like that's what it is. It's just kind of just like if you're doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. Then the good things are going to happen when they're supposed to be happening because you're staying the course. And that, you know what I mean? And just like stay the course. Just play it and stay it. So, that's the thing.
It's something else, man. Something else. Yeah. Hey, before we get into the next topic, I had this clip I wanted to play for you. So, give you the audio because I just wanted to have some fun because I saw this on Twitter and I listened to it. And I'm sure we both can relate as married men. And this is not shots either. I'm just gonna play it, and then we gonna, you can respond, okay?
You've been married 48 years. How'd you do it? My dad looks at me and goes, "That's simple, son. Never say the first or second thing that pops into your head. You always say the third." I go, "What's that mean?" He goes, "Well, the first thing, you will get a divorce. The second thing, you on the couch. But the third thing, happily ever after." I'm 6 years in. I don't get it. Till about a month ago, me and my wife are driving to Vegas. She packs a cooler of food for our 2-year-old daughter. We get to Vegas. My wife opens up the cooler and goes, "Oh my God, the food all melted." I look in the cooler and notice she didn't put any ice in it.
You gonna say something?
You gonna say something?
Baby. You didn't put any ice in the cooler. My wife looks at me and goes, "You don't need to put ice in a cooler. It's a cooler, duh." Now, the first thing I thought was, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Right. But I didn't say the first thing. I didn't say the second thing. I said the third thing. I said, "Baby, I can't believe this cooler."
I can't believe it.
It's broken.
It's broken. Don't say.
Oh man, I thought that was funny. I thought that was a heavy talk. Oh boy.
Don't say the first. Don't say the second. Say the third thing right there.
For all you
would have saved me from some arguments in the past. I will say that.
Absolutely.
Just like
just shut it up. For all because I know we got some young adults of our friends, the players that we've coached that are starting to get into marriage. Just hey, I played you the clip. Just keep your mouth shut, man. Think about what you're gonna say.
Say everything that you want to say here. Just don't let it come out here. Like you just say it in your mind. Just like listen, just and shake your head. Like okay, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
And I love you.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, it's the coolest fault. Yeah, you're fine. It was that's.
It's not on you, babe. It's not on you.
It's not the cooler's fault that there was no ice put it. No, it's fine. It just wasn't working. Yeah.
Oh man. So NBA playoffs, man. We got the finals set, the Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals set.
Okay.
Have you been able to tune in at all to some of
Been able to a little bit before we get into it there too. Just real quick there. What is your what's your thought on did you hear what Nick Van Exel said?
Oh shoot. No.
No. No. It wasn't that he did. You just like you look at all of the guys that have gotten injured like this year and stuff or whatever in the playoffs. Or whatever. One of the claims
talking about the low top shoes.
One of the claims he was making was the low top shoes and saying just like, why don't you guys protect your like, you know what I mean? And then it got me thinking because again, when we played, we only played in high tops.
Right.
I didn't even remember when low tops became a thing. I think Kobe was the first one to do it because I don't remember low tops being a thing as far as basketball shoes were concerned.
Me neither. And even the first Kobe, they were all 3/4.
Right. Hey, go away.
Oh my God.
Go. No, you're not. You're going over there. Go away.
The hens out of the hen house.
Sorry. No, just Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait. Yeah, just trying to get somewhere. No, but it's just like, low top. I mean, remember in college, like when we were there, we had to get taped every single day.
Got to get taped
for anything that had to do with basketball.
All the time.
Got to protect. I mean, it had to just protect your ankles.
Yeah.
And like even like to go lift weights, you had to. If not that, then wear ankle braces or something because you need your ankle. You know what I mean? Like that's probably one of the. Before like learning how to dribble the basketball. I mean, or like, can you make shots doing this? I don't know. Can you even walk? Do you like you know what I mean? Like that's like one of the first ones there. And then like his Tatum with the injury, Dame Lillard with the injury. I mean, like all these guys, and you're just like, and it's Achilles, you know what I mean? And those are like they're like I mean, just the rehab on that has probably got to be whatever, but you don't really I don't know if you come back the same. You know what I mean? Like it's tough. I mean, so
I agree with you. Like when they first started coming out with the low tops, I used to look at kids funny. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, bro.
I always be like, how are you hooping in those? Like, how are you like comfortably like without any care of the world? How are you just running around and doing that?
Yeah. Not
it's crazy to me. Like, it's
it's
dumbfounding.
Like I couldn't do it. I wouldn't wear it. It's got to be 3/4 for me. Like,
it's got to. Like I wear some low top stuff, but I do trainings though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like I just I can kind of time up a little bit, but I'm not ever doing anything that's so explosive that's going to where I'm gonna have to worry about like, damn, am I gonna roll? Like you know what I mean? Roll something or like whatever. But the other ones like they're just playing. So like I'll even watch Ayla sometimes. I'm like, how do you play in lows?
Right.
Like I had to get, so I was like, no, we're gonna have to at least if nothing else, you're gonna have to start doing mids. And so like he's got some, and so the KDs that he have, they're like mids. They're not all the way high tops, but they're mid. I'm like the mid, I'm okay with.
I'm good with the mid.
I'm just kind of just like, man, I don't know, dude. Is that the
I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
But I will say, but when it comes to the finals, though, I mean, so one. I think the Indiana and the New York series is probably that one's gonna be a fun series.
That's gonna be.
I think that one. I mean, if it doesn't go 7, I feel like that we're going to get robbed of a couple of games out of the series. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man,
I would love it to go 7 because I just feel like that these are two teams that. I'm trying to think. They weren't in the finals last year.
No.
So like,
I think the Pacers were obviously not the Knicks, but I think the
Pacers were in the finals last year, but they played against Boston. Boston ran through them last year. It wasn't anything, and I mean, and the Pacers play well, but the Knicks, man, I'm telling, like, I don't know. There's something about watching Jalen Brunson play that's just kind of really fun right now. Like he just. Not just his feet and his patience or whatever, but I love the fact that he's always playing off of 2 feet anytime that he's close to the paint. And he utilizes pivots and shot fakes. And that can be a big guard or a small guard. But anybody that's watching the game, like you got to watch what he's doing and have like a very high level of appreciation for it. Right? There's him. Then you got Josh Hart that's just playing outside of his mind because he just plays so damn hard.
Bro. The Knicks with Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, dude, watching them play, defend on both ends.
Right.
It's just
crazy.
They get after it, man.
They do.
Yeah. And even with the Pacers, I mean, they got, you got Halliburton, who's the big name, but like, bro, you can't tell me you don't enjoy watching TJ McConnell.
I was just that he was going to be the next guy I was just going to talk about. So like you got Hart on one side, you got McConnell on the other side. Like right there is going to be is going to be a very, I don't know, it's going to, I mean, it's going to, a couple of those games are going to come down to some 50-50s.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And it's just like, you hear Knicks Pacers, and it just takes me back, bro. Like
takes you back to the Reggie Miller and Patrick Ewing
yeah,
right there too. You know what I mean? Just again, it only takes us back that time. But again, you got to remember, it only takes us back that time for a couple of years when Jordan wasn't playing. When he was like, I'm gonna do baseball, right? You know what I mean? Because before, it would have been Bulls, Pacers, or it would have been Bulls, Knicks. You know what I mean? So, but they had some time in those ones there too, and those series though. I mean, like you go all the way back to when Spike Lee was doing the talking the shit to Reggie Miller, and then he scored those 11 points like in like what was it, like 13 seconds or whatever, and then Starks couldn't hit the free throw on the other side, and they ended up, like, you know what I mean? I mean, it goes back for
poor John Starks. It goes back. Poor John Starks, man. God, what a dude, but boy, he has a rough time.
He wanted no part of those free throws. I tell you, he wanted no part of those free throws, and Nick Anderson wanted no part of those free throws in the.
I won't bring that up.
No, I'm just talking like times where guys didn't want it. That was in the
Nah, that's gonna be a great series. And the other side, you got OKC and the Timberwolves, man. Like I think we getting treats on both sides, bro.
We're getting it. Yeah, I think on the Eastern Conference side, it's going to be a lot more physical. It's going to be like defensively oriented, you know. Yeah. But on the other side, it's going to be who's going to score the most points. Yeah. Not saying that either of those teams don't guard. I'm not saying that
because OKC, bro, they get after you.
No, they do, but it's just like, but they score at such a high clip, you almost forget that they do guard like that. That they're just almost that they're just outscoring people because of how well that they just score the ball. Like, you know what I mean? They got guys that can put that thing in the back. I mean, like Ant versus SGA. I mean, come on, like that's
right.
We could get a situation where, which would be kind of cool, where DiVincenzo plays against his old Villanova teammates in the finals.
Oh wow.
Right, you know, like
you're gonna see that damn commercial.
Oh, right, yeah, forever. Oh no. I mean, now that they're in the if they make it to the finals there too, oh shit, that thing is just like.
Side note, that commercial, I got a problem with that commercial.
Because then nobody wear visors no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody wear that shit no more. When I saw him throw the hat, I'm like, bro, you couldn't like a Kango hat or a beanie or so. Like, who the hell wears visors, bro?
I was like, what are we doing, bro? And he put it on like straight.
Yeah, he put that thing on straight. He didn't tilt it. He didn't like flip it and do it backwards like some of the like, you know what I mean? Like something it was just like, bro, who put their visor on just like I tell you, put their visor on that old ass people to play pickleball. That's the only time that's the only people that do that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this wasn't no pickleball commercial, so you need to quit. So it's
Dante, you gotta get right for that. He being funny. He trolling. He's trolling. Nah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Holmgren, Jalen Williams, the local boy. Shoot, who else they got? God, just watched them yesterday. Shoot. Who's the other guard that I like from Alex Caruso.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Caruso's there too, yes.
Who was guarding freaking Jokic yesterday. That's crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
And gave him fits too.
Yeah, just Denver just this year. Just Denver. It was
no depth. No
depth. I mean, and it was just like when you got to bring Westbrook off the like. There was what game was it that they played on Thursday? Whatever game that was on Thursday.
That was
they were up early. It was game 6 or whatever. They were up early. Nuggets were up early. I mean, there had to be like 5 straight possessions where like he got the ball and he just shot it or turned it over like 5 straight. And I was like, bro, like it was early enough in the game that you could make the argument that it didn't really matter, but it's like, but like the basketball it's all about momentum swings. You know what I mean? Like it's about, and if you got the momentum going, you try to ride out or keep or like stay with what's working for as long as you can until the other team can finally stop it. Right. Yeah. The other team didn't finally stop it so much as Russell Westbrook he just does Westbrook. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like he came off and, he did one where like he came down and like he took a bad shot. Comes back down the floor, whatever, forces a deflection that, went out of bounds. Okay, fine. Now he's all raw again. Throws it over to Jokic. He cuts to the middle. Jokic feeds him. He bricks the jumper because he's not a great shooter. You know what I mean? Comes down. Now OKC shoots it. They make it. He's pissed off because they do. Comes right down next possession. Just jacks 3. Doesn't even pass the basketball to anybody. Just comes down, jacks it. miss it again. They outlet, they give it layup. By that time, I'm thinking, okay, he's taken 3 bad shots that have resulted in 3 layups or 3 2-pointers on the other side. Yeah. But again, you only think about that as a 6-0 run on the Thunder, but that's a 12-point swing.
Yeah,
because you didn't get nothing on your side. More than just 6 points.
Yep.
And then after that, then he gets the ball again, jacks up another 3, misses it. Then they go down to score. All of a sudden, the lead was at 11, and then now it's a 2-point game.
Right.
And they still didn't take him out. And I'm just like, I had to get up and watch. Like, what?
It's sad because like I've always been a Russell Westbrook fan. Like
no,
up until the last. Yeah, until the last few years, we've gotten older. The step ain't as quick, but like Russell Wilson was a dude in the league, right? And
he was averaging a triple-double for like, yes, right.
And he played so hard and was like with so much emotion that I could respect it. Like
right,
he
absolutely,
keep coming at you,
absolutely.
But like when he's your second or third option, because Gordon was hurt, Murray wasn't himself.
Right. Porter had the shoulder thing or whatever.
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon even played the last one because he had the hamstring thing.
He tried to give it a go, but like he just
right.
So they got problems. They're gonna have to retool that whole lineup.
Yeah,
I mean, they just need more depth. But as far as OKC, man, OKC and Minnesota, that's gonna be something. Like just good matchups all around. Like
that's
Gobert. Like we were talking about Rudy Gobert last week at the toward the end of their series when he went off, and I'm like, where's this guy coming from? Like, he's always a defensive dude, but now he's getting buckets, running the floor.
Now he's scoring. It's almost like everybody's trying to play for that next contract. You know what I mean? Like, and the deeper that you go, the more argument that you can say about the value that you're going to be able to bring and stuff. And so there's that, So. Hey, let me ask you just on the flip again, taking away from the finals and stuff. What are your thoughts on the Mavs? Conveniently,
guy, you a conspiracy theorist?
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. They had a 1.8% chance of being one.
I know.
They get rid of Luka a little while ago, and all of a sudden they get the number 1 pick, and so they're going to get Cooper Flag.
It seemed real convenient.
I'm just saying, like it's just like it's.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, I don't know.
My only saving grace with that, and because I'm not a Mavericks fan, but it's like the Cavs had it. The same thing happened with the Cavs, like on several occasions, and only really one time did it benefit them. Is that when they got LeBron?
Right.
The other 2 times they picked a couple of doofs who I think are probably bagging groceries at Walmart. Anthony Bennett. That was his name.
Oh, Anthony Bennett. That's right. He's from Georgia. He was like Ant before, right? He was supposed to be.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a lot of things, but he wasn't.
No, right. No. He's right.
Not for the Cavs. I know that. Like, oh my God. So I don't know. I mean, it look for the Mavs. Hopefully, their fans they can calm down a little bit. You're gonna get Cooper Flag. What do you think, though? Do you draft Cooper Flag or do you package that number 1
and go get who?
And get Giannis?
Giannis is going to be okay. So then what? So now you're going to have Giannis and then the injury-prone AD on the same team with Kyrie, like older in age or whatever. Like if I'm Giannis, I'm not trying to go to Dallas.
Probably. I mean, I agree with you. I'm just saying from Dallas. But I mean, do you do that? Do you even think about it? I don't know.
Would you?
Nah.
I mean, because you're going to have to package more than just Cooper.
Yeah, they
like because Cooper and Giannis are not like you're not making that a straight up trade. Like that's
it's not a straight up.
It's just like you're not doing.
But I don't think you could pass up on Cooper, man. I don't now. Am I sold that there's so much about his game that I love that I think will translate to the NBA. But at the same time, there's parts that I'm like, is he one of those franchise superstar guys?
Is he that guy? Right.
And it's not hate. It's just
it's just argue because again, anytime that you're in that spot where you're going to be like the number, like a lottery pick or the number 1, number 2, that's one of the perceived expectations or or like one of the things that like is going to be talked about is, Are you going to be able to turn this franchise around? Can we give you the keys to the, you know what I mean? And then like let you take us. Like that's for anybody that's in that position. Now, again, like I said, like, is he the guy for it? I don't know. Like if you go to Dallas, like it's like, okay, like where's the veteran leadership coming from? Right. Who are you going to learn from? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's where I'm more keyed in on that. Again, not that Anthony Davis is not a good pro, not that Kyrie is not a good pro, but it's like, it's like, who do you want to learn from those first couple of years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that, I mean,
and who is he surrounded by? Like, are they going to be good enough to compete to where he's like growing in meaningful games, or is he going to be one of those where he's trying to carry the load on a bad team? And then,
I like what Spurs did after they got Wemby. They went and got Chris Paul.
Right.
Chris Paul can teach him how to be a pro. Chris Paul, like, you know what I mean? Like he can, you know what I mean? So I understand that from the growth standpoint for Wemby in the long run, because now you're putting him with a Hall of Fame point guard, a guy that's going to teach you angles and teach you like, and kind of explain to you where you're going to go with your set and like with your height and with your ability. Now you're going to be able to see things like, you know what I mean? So I can see the benefits to them. Yeah. Now, again, not that he's not going to learn from AD in this, or I don't know. Like, it's just, it's not the same. Kyrie's going to get the ball and he's going to try to go to work and he's going to try to mix you and try to score.
I can't name one other player on the Dallas roster other than Kyrie or Anthony Davis. I don't know one player.
Josh Howard, but that was a long time ago when he played. Like that was
that was a minute.
Like, that's right. That was with the headband and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Crossover that right to left. It was.
I just don't know. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, hey, the league gets what they want. They get that drama. They get people talking. I mean, that's what everybody wants from the league. So they got what they want.
Oh, they got what they wanted there for sure. I'll tell you that. That's
yeah. So, well, I don't got nothing else to talk about, man. Shoot, on this Monday morning, it's just a short get back together. We ain't been together in a minute, so
yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Shit. No. That's going. I mean, this is probably one of the more.
Oh boy.
Don't take it so serious moments and stuff like that.
Getting into deep thought. I don't like.
I just know that once I ask you this, you're just gonna be like, bro, you on that shit again. So I'm just kind of like, I don't want to, but I figured, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
So if you're in, you in the car, you driving.
Oh shit.
No, it's not no road race shit right now. Although I might have something to say about some road race later on. Okay, so we play Mario Kart at the house a lot. Something that we kind of, that we get on.
Yeah.
Argue about it, playing stuff, whatever. Most of the kids, except for Isley, are like old enough to where they can play and they can be kind of okay with it. Asen still got a ways to go. Isla's getting better. Aylin think he the shit and he's not. Right. Zizi's terrible, but she'll get better. You know what I mean? It's kind of that,
Yeah.
Do you ever
want to throw a banana peel out the window?
Throw your banana out the window and like look out the rear view and see if is that not anything that like you? It's just like you don't ever like. Sometimes I'll do it and I'll say Mario and I don't know why, but I just
what?
I just say Mario. Like
crazy behavior.
Just say it was just a thought. I just was just asking. So
First of all, no, I've never done that. No, nobody.
You don't ever throw a banana out the window and
no.
Come on, and just like be like, hey, I want not that I would ever want to happen like that because I think that'd be terrible. But you don't ever do it. Mario, you don't ever do it.
Don't do that, and I definitely don't yell out Mario. That's nasty behavior, bro. You're wicked for that. I mean, first off, there's laws against littering. You can't just throw
I do it at nighttime. I don't do it during the daytime because can't nobody see in the daytime.
On them wet, slick roads in Washington, they always got some sort of film of mist or something on it.
Right, yeah. You're going to throw some more shit out there.
You just going to add to the danger. That's nuts. No. That is nuts, bro. It's hella funny, but it's nuts. No, no shot.
No, okay. I don't know. I thought maybe.
Oh boy,
Maybe it might be something to, just I don't know. I just sometimes like, dude, sometimes my mind, bro, it's
right. I think our audience knows this. For sure. Yes. Oh my god.
Hey, you know what we need to do? I know we're not gonna be able to do it right now because I gotta go in a second because I gotta go pick up the other kids.
Yeah.
How caught up are you on Mobland? Because I gotta watch yesterday's episode this week or whatever. Bro. But we gotta it's been. Don't tell me you've been slack. Oh no, don't do it. Don't do that shit. Don't do that after you told me that this was.
Let me explain.
Oh, now he's got to explain.
So I don't know how it happened, but for a minute, like we had Paramount Plus, right? And so I was watching Mobland. I started watching Landman. Crazy.
Hey, Landman. Right? Hey, I told you, bro. Landman crazy.
Landman is nuts, right? And so I was all excited. I'm like, cool. And then I was asking my wife, I'm like, babe, how do we get Paramount Plus? Like, why is it on our TV? Because we didn't order it. But then we realized that I guess we had signed up for it somehow. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. We'll rock with it. Nah, I didn't cancel it. Just went away, bro. So Friday, so this is what happens. Friday, I think it happened while we were out in Cali. No, because I watched that episode. That one was good. So I'm an episode behind you.
Okay. Hey, you got to. Hey, you got.
So I'm gonna have to pony up. I'm gonna have to pony up.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that show has got. I'm big mad though, bro. What? Maeve's gotta die.
Hey, like I'm wondering what her angle is. Like, why do you hate everybody so much?
What is wrong with her?
Like, there's not one there's only one person that she likes, and that's the grandson. But everybody else, bro, she can't. Like, it's like,
yeah,
she's just bored, bro. At this
I got a question for you. And again, I haven't seen. What was it, episode 8?
I think episode 8 is the one that came on yesterday, and we didn't watch that one last night because I was just too tired. So I'm gonna watch that tonight. But yeah.
Okay. So my question to you is, because I've heard this, I was talking to somebody else who watched the show, and they brought it up to me, and they were like, "What you think about this? Do you think that little shit Eddie?"
It might be Steven's. Yeah, I thought that. Don't even say nothing, but but I know what you're going. Yeah, because if that's good, because if that's it, oh, she gonna die.
She gonna die.
She gonna die. Like
how do you? I love her as an actress. Like, she's awesome
and everything. But right now, she makes him hate her. But again, it shows how good of an actress.
I'm big mad right now.
Oh, I know.
Like, what? And I thought my man was gonna catch her in the last episode when she was like, "I have something to tell you. It's Richie." And he was like, "Show me the text." And I'm like, and then she went back at him.
And she flipped it. And she flipped it on him. And I was just like, bro, like, Pierce, come on, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a Pierce Brosnan right now, bro. I need you to be that dude right now. Like, come on. That's
another good show. If you're out there, watch Mobland. Mobland is great. I'm gonna have to catch up, and we're gonna have to talk about it. On the flip side, so again, you said watch Landman. I had no interest in getting into it.
And you start watching it.
I started watching.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, anything with Billy Bob, bro, I'm sorry. Like, he just plays that role so well that just like, I don't give a shit, bro. Just give me a cigarette and some beer. Like, in every role, in like almost everything that you watch, man. In Goliath, he was like that. In Bad Santa, he was like that. Again, two of them were just, that were great. And then he was in one more. I can't remember what it was. Whatever. But those two, like, he just like, that's like, those are his.
That's him.
That's him. And then now you throw Ali Larder in there on this one, which we ain't seen her for a minute.
Right.
And now and it's like when they just start talking about you, just like, listen,
some
of the shit they be saying, bro. I'm like,
the daughter, like, you can't say that. No way.
You can't say it. And they're just saying it like, oh God.
I'm telling you right now, the first episode, he goes to that football game with his daughter, and they have that conversation.
It's right. I'm like, hey, if I ever have to have a conversation like that with my daughter in public somewhere, bro, like, I'm like, listen, it ain't gonna go there. You might get snatched up. We might just go somewhere from there.
That was so crazy.
He just said it like it ain't nothing. He's like, what the?
Yeah.
What? Like,
oh my gosh. Wow. Just so yeah, I got to catch up, man. I got to find a way to get my get
catch that up so that way we can catch up and talk about that on Friday because that's what we got to do. Yeah.
And we'll catch up on. We'll have both game ones should be in the books. Tomorrow's game one for the West, Wednesday for the East, maybe even the game 2 for the West. We'll see, but we'll talk about that on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully by then y'all find out if y'all headed to Georgia for the Peach.
Yeah, I know. We're still just waiting to see. I mean, like again, like look at the standings. Like we're right there. We're at number 5, which we're supposed to be because you're gonna take the top 5. So I'm like, okay, is that us? We just haven't got any official confirmation, so we're just waiting so that way we can buy.
They said that we had They said that we had a outside chance, but
of at large because they're gonna have 2 teams that are gonna be at large teams. So I wonder how they do that. Like you know what I mean? Like what's
with all the different regions out of.
That's what I'm saying. Like for only 2, and then you have all that's a lot. So
yeah. All right, man. Well, good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man.
Hey, I like the new intro though. That's the new that's just okay.
Hey, DJ Darkside. Yes, sir.
Yo, we about to take it back.
We'll see
To the
y'all.
Hardwood Knucklehead Show.
That's awesome. That's okay. That's the Uncle Snoop talking there too. I like that. That's nice.
The big homie Snoop. We're gonna try to get it on. We'll see y'all on Friday. Have a great rest of the week. I was about to say weekend.
Like, what is it? Yeah,
My brain was glitching because I was thinking about your dumbass throwing a banana peel out there.
Mario. It's just like that's
So we're out. Deuces. Gotta go.